cycle of choosing men that were narcissistic, with narcissistic traits. So what she did was she actually went to a counsellor, she did spiritual development work, she did healing, she did gong, she did absolutely everything that she could do. She got her body together, her mind together, everything. And what happened eventually after 3 years, it took her a long time, it released that debt. Her mum, who'd been in love with this man for 50 years, just turned around and went, he's not right for me, I don't need him anymore.
Oh, wow.
And she hadn't had the relationship. She met him when she was 20 or something, and they had a cousin. And then she'd met him in the last 3 years again, and she'd held the flame, that love, all that time. And then she was just like, oh my God, it's gone. And I said, that was you. Because he wasn't good for her, you know. And she said, I've stopped my child from being in that cycle. So what you would do...
See, I've been to, she does light language. I went to a lady that did light therapy language to do that. But, you know.
It depends. It depends who you're working with.
Yeah. I mean, something could be, what's the word? That it might be on my... that I have to experience.
Yeah, well, you'll be told that. So that's maybe one of the reasons you're supposed to listen. Because you're maybe supposed to release the whole depth, or maybe it'll be your daughter that releases it, because it goes upwards as well as downwards, you know. So but if you're working on it and saying, my focus is on why have all my lineage of women, because I do feel like some of the women when I'm looking at you, like for some reason, I'm looking at that and I'm like, why have we all got that? And then if you sit with that and keep saying, so when you're in Debbie's circle, heal me, give me that. I need to know to help my family. It will come. And whatever form that comes in, you've got to be, so if they show you a toy car, you might be like, what's the toy car got to do with it? Write it down. Just write it down. And then it could be because of that's when it started, or it could show you a memory. And or you keep saying, tell me when this started, tell me when this started, tell me when this started, I'm ready, you know. And then it will come in and you'll work it out. And you've got to see all the clues. It's like a bit of a puzzle. All that clicks in there, and that clicks in there. And then what you've done is built most of the puzzle. And then you go, oh, hang on a minute, I've got the puzzle wrong. And then you take it all apart again and build something else, you know. Or it might all fit together and go, okay, that karmic cycle is done. If not, your grandchild will get it as well.
Well, I've got 2 other children, but I'm not too sure they've got it.
No.
So she definitely has it.
Are they boys?
No, the twins.
They're girls. They're girls.
The other ones are twins, yeah.
Okay, so they're all girls, aren't they?
No, I've got another boy as well. I've got 5 children. I've got Anthony, Darren, the twins, and then my last one, Crystal, is the one.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely feels feminine to me for some reason. I feel like you have a lineage of females. Have they got different colour hair?
Yeah, the last one's blonde.
Okay.
Yeah, the other one's blonde.
So, and is your mum blonde?
She's more reddish.
Okay.
But Crystal has got a warmth to her hair.
Yeah, something about the other 2 are different for me.
Yeah.
Feeling, but it might not be
different father.
Oh, okay.
A different father.
Yeah, but it's definitely running down your line of feeling. Yeah. Anyway, so that's something to.
Yeah.
I knew there was something. Remember I said
lineage.
Yeah. So it releases that. Rahani can, if you set your intention, I'm working on myself. Tell me about this. I'm working on myself, and just keep doing it. And just say I'm not moving off this until, you know, just give me signs. Bring me the people that I need to remove it. Okay. Mental stress, release all of that. Physical release, releases trauma, and everything we need to carry on with it. And it's all about balance. So I'm going to briefly go through this. So you won't be. I'll be going through it quickly because we need to speed up a bit. But adults, negative thinking. We've already talked about that. Balancing the heart and mind. Releasing fear from the heart, bringing in the peace, reducing anxiety and stress. Children with ADHD showing, okay, all they want to do is put them on Ritalin. Okay, Ritalin, we know why they want to put them on Ritalin, because it reduces the... No, it's because it calcifies the peanut gland. We don't want people thinking for themselves or having intuitive thoughts.
Told you, Debbie.
Yeah.
Tell me about fluoride.
Yeah. It's the same thing. It's all about
I'll behave.
So anything that calcifies, we have to be careful because it closes down our third eye and our knowledge and everything else.
That's why I can't see.
Okay? And that's why Ritalin is a quite naughty one, really. But they already know that because they don't want they want a controlled state. You know, we won't get into that.
Yeah, she's an oak, she's a white.
Yeah. Animals, they work. Normally, you only have 5 to 10 minutes, but go with what they're showing you. If they start wriggling, they've had enough.
Yeah.
You know, when they start to wriggle, they're done. And they can change like that. Animals, they can just be like my cat on the 1st of January. I thought, oh God, well, start to the year, I Rahani'd her on and off 5 minutes through 4 or 5 hours. Back she was up. So
we have got a poorly dog's got lots of things.
yeah, give it to him. Yeah. So and practice plants also. Like I need to do some work on the plants I've got out there because in the winter it's very dark in this room, so I have to take them all out and put them out there. And then plants. I've tried it with flowers. I've got a cheap bunch of not cheap. I got like just a Tesco bunch of yellow roses, and I Rahani'd them and they lasted 8 weeks.
Did you do that before they'd already started to deteriorate?
Oh, sorry, yes, I did from the first week. And I just thought, I want to see, because I do a lot of testing. And it lasted 8 weeks. And my friend came around and was like, oh, you got some new? I was like, no, they're the same. And also, last year, I trialled Rahani'ing vegetable seeds. So I've got a vegetable garden up the back. And they lasted so much longer. Now I don't know because the season was a bit odd this year, and it was long. It was short, then it was longer, and it was weird. But I had cucumbers right until November, and that's unheard of because they're temperamental. So yeah, it could have. I'm going to try it again this year. So just practice, trial, yeah.
Kel, can I just ask you a quick question? You know, the adults and the children. You know, it says masculine and feminine at the bottom. Is that the energy that you called in?
It's about balance. No, it's about balancing the masculine and feminine. Everything's all about balancing that energy.
Oh, okay.
Everything in Rahani is balance, balance, balance. Everything in your life is.
Okay.
Too much food, not enough food. Too much fitness, not enough fitness. Everything's balance, and that's what you're trying. That's your role. You're trying to balance yourself up. Okay?
Why did you have the? Yeah.
It was about balance. Yeah, it was just about balance. Self-healing. Yes, you can heal yourself. Okay, the whole thing is about you always taking responsibility for whatever you're putting out there, whatever your thoughts are, whatever you're doing. Every single thing is about you and what you want out of life. Yeah, and as much as you can. Like you could have a karmic energy that you come into this world that you actually have a very, very bad start in life, and you've agreed to that. I probably went, no, I'm not having that. I'll have it in the middle of my life. So I had 6 years of a lot of stuff, right in the bang in the middle. So I was like, oh, hopefully that will be smoother. Probably not, but you know. Where some people opt for the option of right from birth, you know, like one of my friends, his parents were heroin addicts. And so he was born addicted to heroin. I mean, that's from the first breath. So, you know, his life now is like, he's such a lovely person, he's brilliant. But, you know, his start was awful and he's suffered in the physical body. So he has a lot of physical ailments that he has to kind of combat and overcome every single day. So, you know, visualisation, playing a positive mindset, you know. I said on the 1st of January, I was like, oh no, my cat, you know, this is not a good start to the year. The 2nd of January, I was like, oh, you know, the Rahani worked and it, you know, she didn't pass away and, you know, we'll see how it goes, but, you know. Okay, so one day at a time. Distance healing is the other one we must cover. So distance healing is anyone who is going through chemotherapy or radiotherapy.
Okay.
So because it's so powerful and it can lower the heart rate. So the reason why you wouldn't give it to people with pacemakers,
if they were a child and they didn't know.
what do you mean? If
I
they had
have a
schizophrenia.
grandchild that I don't see, but I know that's had chemotherapy. Mum doesn't.
No,
allow
yes.
Mum
So
doesn't
you.
allow me to see
Okay.
her. Well, I don't see her either.
Yeah.
But I'd like to get.
Yeah. So you give distant healing
Even would that
to
be allowed
anyone. So this is you don't. Sorry, I confused you. People that have chemotherapy in chemotherapy. schizophrenia, pacemakers or epilepsy, this is distance healing you give them. You don't give them hands-on healing, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, what I'm saying is that...
Yeah, that's what she's saying, you can use it on
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if...
I don't need their permission.
So, well, they say that, but if it wouldn't work, would it, if we're not supposed to do it?
That's true.
You know, I just don't believe, like, if I'm sending you love, compassion and all of that, why would you not want that?
No, but I have heard that people have to give permission. Yeah, but
Who made up that rule? If you believe it, then it is. I don't believe it, so it's not.
Yeah,
If I'm giving love and compassion and healing to someone, if they don't want it, it won't come through.
if it's going to help
Yeah.
somebody, I'll send it. It doesn't matter whether
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
just,
know
it's just going from a insurance perspective.
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah,
insurance.
that's-
It's probably something.
Just
I mean,
don't
if
mention
I
it.
sit here and give you healing, you ain't gonna know.
Yeah.
Well, unless you go, oh, I feel so much better. You'll just go, I feel better. You know. But the reason why is, you know, obviously you don't want to leave yourself vulnerable with people with mental disorders. But pacemakers, I have tried it on my sister-in-law who does have a pacemaker, and I said to her, "Can I try it?" And it does really lower your heart rate. So you do have to be careful with what you're doing, especially from an insurance point of view. Obviously, if she's family, and she was very poorly, so I said to her, "Do you want me to?" But I stayed away from the top of the body. Okay. And people with epilepsy, because it lowers the heart rate. Yeah. And you can experiment on yourself as well. Like if you've got a Fitbit or a watch that does your heart rate. Say we're like waiting to go into a meeting or something and we're getting a bit anxious. Who set up it to bring your heart rate down? You know. Diabetes, anything that you think, oh, there's a bone sticking out there, don't put your hands on it. You know, just use common sense. Cancer patients, just be careful of. People with cancer, if they're not having any treatment, you can give Rahani. It's just the chemotherapy you have to be careful, and maybe some of the radiotherapies. If someone's got cancer and they're not in treatment, Rahani them. Because
they've had the treatment.
It's only if you're in chemotherapy, because it's to do with lowering the body.
If cancer has been cured through the treatment, would the Rahani help keep it at bay? Because my daughter might get it back.
Everything. Rahani's good for healing. So if you need maintenance or whatever, you know, if you've got a bad knee and you do this every day, and after 2 weeks you're like, hang on a minute, I haven't moaned about my knee.
Yeah, pain gone.
You know it's working.
Yeah, definitely.
So you just it's all about experimenting. I love an experiment. Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you go to the doctor and say, I've been, like the vet today was like, well, how has she not been to the vet for 17 years? And I was like, well, yeah, I'll give her her jabs, because sometimes she used to when she was younger, going to the kennels, but they had to read. But
Big business, isn't it, vets?
It is.
Yeah. But she knew, so I was looking at her.
Yeah, I do say that I do this now.
She said to me, do you want to run bloods on her? My head was like,
No.
but I was asking my guides, and I said, and she said, well, she might be in kidney failure. And I thought, she's not in kidney failure. My guides tell me.
Yeah.
And then when she come back, she went, it's good news, she's not in kidney failure, because they do their thing. And I was like, oh, that's good. She said, but she's got very low potassium and it can affect the heart. I was like, she's got a heart murmur then? She said, no. I said, give her the potassium. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it, because I'd say to her, give me painkiller and let her end her cycle, you know.
Yeah.
As much as it'd be horrific for me, because I've never been without them, you know.
You definitely are.
But I won't let them suffer. But you go with your intuition. You know, if your dog's poorly, you know your dog's poorly, and they're going to just mess about with them with like every single medical thing possible. You don't want that. You want them to be, unless they're young, then it's a bit different.
Education.
Yeah, well, you know the cycle of life, you know, when your kidneys start going, there is a closure to it. You know, that is part of life. But it might be a year, it might be 4 years, mightn't it? You know, but when you know, then you just keep giving them Rahani, see how they go. Okay, you must look after your own energy. Okay, so remember what you said about negative vibrations. So your whole auric field around your body, you need to bring back to the body. So I do this every day. And when you're with negative people, the old way, it's not on there, is it?
Yeah.
No, it isn't, but though. Over to it, page 25.
I got that one. It was another.
I know, some of you
That's
got the
different,
first
isn't it?
booklets that I had.
Yeah.
I've got that.
Have you not got it in your one? Do you want another paper?
You might have it in your book though.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's definitely
it'd be
it's
in the
definitely
book.
manual, have the manual
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Energy.
Okay, so look after your own energy. So in the 1960s, what mediums used to do, they used to cross their legs, connect in here, and create a connection. So that energy doesn't go into your body. Yeah. So if someone's negative and they're like, oh my god, my life's rubbish, blah blah blah, and what do you do naturally when someone's annoying you?
You cover yourself, don't you?
You do the cross the arms, or if you're like, and this is your natural feedback loop
defence,
into
isn't it?
yourself.
Yes,
So
no, that's for defence.
what's happening is I'm not showing my energy, okay? Because you're on a bit,
We did the same, didn't we? Do you remember that group we went to? And there was this woman in there, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, and I was just like, oh.
Both of us were exactly the same.
I said,
bad energy.
I said to Anna afterwards, I was just like,
Did you close yourself down?
I said, did you close yourself down? She was unusual. Like, I mean, there are unusual people
There
in
are some out
circles,
there.
but like when everyone's light, and then there's like something going on over there that you don't recognise. It's like, oh no, not for me.
Yeah.
Kelly, why are you sitting there like that? Oh, because I don't want that energy into me. But because I believe that, it
works. Yeah, yeah, that's right. It's true. I feel the same.
So what you want to do when you do psychic development and grounding and protection, what you want to do is pull that energy back as close to the body as possible, because then you're using the energy. If my energy's out hitting Debbie and Anthony and yourself and Anna, what's happening is I'm just tapping into your stuff all the time, and you're tapping into me, whether you know how to do it or not, because you might go, why am I thinking of a hippo? Oh, because I just thought of a hippo. And you're connected in going, oh. And you won't know why you're thinking of a hippo. It's just that you've connected it with me. Oh, why have I got a bellyache now? Oh, that's because I've got a bellyache. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So what you want to do is collect all that in and pull it around yourself. Okay.
What are you talking about when you're actually doing the Rahani?
Just in
When
Or
you're
is this
doing
just
a
in
Rahani, you're
general?
open up. No, this is just general
Oh, yeah.
everyday stuff,
Yeah.
because we're highly sensitive, this is just about looking after your own energy. So no bad vibes, and just keeping your mind clear, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've got all sorts of different ones.
Oh,
I can then go back on it and have a
you're
look
gonna
at it.
write a photo.
There's lots of photos. There are lots.
Photos?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
actually 150 slides on there.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's over. Come on, your lunch
No,
is
it's
going to
okay.
be like 4 o'clock. Right, so protecting your energy, because I do think you need to know this. So how do you protect your energy? You can use Archangel Michael. So before you came in today, I used the intention to set Archangel Michael across my house, just because we're going to generate so much power and we don't want to just pop it in. I would say my intention is to bring in Archangel Michael to protect my house. That's it. Because I expect him to come in, whatever he does, fly down and protect the house. Or it's just like you're going into that collective energy, just saying, I want the power of protection over this space while we develop. That's it. Don't, some people have like very long mantras and rituals. We don't need all that. For me, it's just like, this is what I need, bring it in. Keep it simple. Everything with spirituality, keep it simplified is the best. Okay? You can have a mirror, so you can visualise a mirror, okay? And then just say, this is talking about protecting your body. I protect my body using this mirror. My friend gets into a disco ball, and so he imagines himself getting into a disco ball, and it pings the energy back and protects his energy field. Okay. Some people talk about putting a platinum net around the whole room. That's what I did this morning with Archangel Michael. And some talk about a spiritual doorkeeper. Okay, so some people believe that they have a spiritual doorkeeper that only allows in light. Okay, it depends on how far you stretch. You probably use spiritual doorkeeper.
Yeah, we use all this. Yeah.
So you just have a guide that goes nope, nope, nope.
Yep.
Out.
Yep.
It really depends what you feel drawn to.
Yeah.
Me, I put myself in a big pink bubble or gold bubble or a white bubble, depends on what I'm feeling like, and I just say, I'm the only thing in this bubble. Every time I go to a church or to someone's house or to an event, if I'm doing spiritual work, whenever I always set a mantra like, whenever I leave this place, I never pick up anything or anyone, I'm in my own energy, every time. And then whenever I leave my house, I always say the same thing, do not pick up anything. Because it's like, you're picking up everyone's stuff, that's all.
Yeah.
A lot of people believe in like dark energy and all of that. For me, it's just negative. I just don't need anyone's negative.
Like before I learned all that, I was just picking up everything.
I know, she was in, when I met Anna, she was in a very bad way.
Yeah, just started, I'd cry.
Because she's a trance medium. And she went to...
I did as well, didn't I?
She went to Manston on a paranormal event. So I just went boom, straight in there. And just from a normal person walking around, it's scary.
It is scary. The first country don't know what's happening.
Yeah, she's like, what's going on with me? They didn't have the skills to bring her back round.
No.
So for a whole 2 weeks, I kept looking at her saying, you need to ground, you need to protect yourself.
Yeah.
And then eventually I was like, come to Barbara. And Barbara just looked at her and went, what have you done? Took you ages to sort.
She's now building me a box.
Yeah, she's now building her own red box, with the lights for physical mediumship. So she's done really well to get herself sorted, in 2 years. So.
Yeah, no, it's amazing what it can do.
Okay, right. So is everyone all right? Are ready for the attunement? I'm going to turn. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to turn the sofas back round, so that's easier for